model it. Yes. See, there it is. So there's 26 of them in the back, so please get one of those. Also, I should mention that there are a few other things in the back there. For instance, there are index cards, and I'd like you to, or invite you to take 2 index cards each. One, write on it a regret that you have, and one, a hope or an aspiration that you have for yourself. Now, on Yom Kippur, we're going to burn the regrets, or maybe the hopes. Some of people like to burn hopes. Okay, but so it would be some of people like to burn hopes. Okay, but so it would be a waste, totally separate from everybody else. But we have a chance to reach out to other people and to make them the allies that will consigned to 1945. Who would think that people who weren't alive in 1945, whose parents were not alive in 1945, are now very well, are Nazis? I'm very proud of them. But we can put them back in the dustbin of history. But we can't do it alone. We can't just think about it. We need to reach out to other individuals. And now, before we start with some song, we have a reading on the bottom of page 2. Andrea, if you could please read that, the last paragraph of page 2. You can, wherever you are, you don't have to come up if you want to, you can come up. Okay, sure. Yes, you will have to like, but that will be a few pages from now. But whatever you like, yeah.
On Rosh Hashanah, the sense of sorrow, fear, and awe become mixed with joy. Even as we face our own transgressions, we can feel joy. Joy in knowing there is a judge who cares about transgressions, a justice to which we are responsible in the first place, and joy in knowing that the judge is full of motherly and fatherly compassion. What would our world be like if there
Forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashem. Tiku b'chodesh shofar b'kesel leyom ha'keinu. And there'll be more of that tomorrow. Page 17. Page 17. Hineni hani mimas, v'nirash v'nirashet, v'nifad v'nikfedet, mipahad yoshev tehilo Yisrael. Page 20. Baruch. Et Adonai. And we may be seated, page 22. Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam. or Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam. Page 25, Dr. Dinner, if you could please read.
Shema Yisrael, hear the voice of Hannah. There is no one holy as the Eternal. Truly there is none beside you. There is no
And now let us turn to page 26 and page 27 for the Shema. Sorry. We're going to be doing listen. That's right. So just give me a second to find my listen page. Ready? If you're lost, you feel afraid, then listen to our God. Is there a question on your mind? Is the answer hard to find? Then listen to our God. Listen with all your heart and soul, and with all your mind. Write them and learn them and teach them well, every morning and night. Close your eyes and listen. Quiet yourself, there's nothing to say. Stop all the chatter that gets in the way and listen, listen to our God. When the wind and thunder finally disappear, there's still a voice that you will hear if you listen, listen to our God. You can hear it from the tallest hill or from the valley below. It can come from the edge of the universe. It can come from within your soul. Close your eyes and listen. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevo Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Listen, listen to our God. Listen, listen to our God. Listen. Let us now turn to page 28. Ve'ah.
The bonds of anger, to be generous of heart, to break the bonds of shame, to live with self-respect, to break the bonds of envy.
Thank you. And now let us turn to page 34, Mi Chamocha. read in the middle of the page together. Bless our sleep. Bisham. Page 40, and let us rise. Yitkadash, Yitkadash, Shmei Rabbah, Ve'alma V'varak Yirutei, Yamlik Malchutei, V'hayekon, Uvyomehon, Uvhaye the whole Beit Israel, Ba'ala, Uvizman Karim, Beru, Amen. Yesh me Rabba Levara, Le'olam Olam Me'omaya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach, Yitbar V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalah, Shemei D'Kodeshah, Rihu, Leila. Adonai, Sephataitiv. And now on page 43, let us read this responsively. Israel meet what may not exist.
The pious ones of old would lay their crown before prayer to focus their
Page 44. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak v'Elokei Yaakov. Turn to page 54. Vatitem lanu Adonai Eloheinu be'ahava et Yom HaShabbat. Eloheinu v'Elokei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Ritzei v'Mnuchatenu Hachenu b'mitzvotecha. to page 60. Retzeh, Retzeh, Retzeh Adonai Eloheinu. Utehi leratzon tamid avodat Yisrael ameha el karo lehol korelam tasini leolam shalom ra'am al Yisraelam tasini leolam betov levarein etam Yisrael behol et uvehol shah bishlom me'evam shalom ra'am al Yisraelam tasihim leolam shalom ra'am al Yisraelam tasihim leolam tasihim leolam tasihim leolam Besefer hayim braha beshalom ufarna sa'atova Besefer hayim bracha v'shalom ufarna sa'atova Nizaker v'nikatev lefanecha Anachnu v'chol amha Beit Yisrael Besefer hayim bracha v'shalom Farna sa'atova lehayim tovim u'shah. But there were warning signs. He always thought people were judging him. He felt he did not fit in with other Jews. Jews were wealthy and successful, and he wasn't. As time passed, we both moved to different places, had different experiences. We kept in touch, but his behavior became more erratic. He would call me at the oddest of hours and go on and on about some grievance, usually some news item that had gotten under his skin. And it became clear, more times than not, that he was drunk. He readily admitted that, but if I would point out that to him, he would become aggressive. So I thought I was better than him? And then back to the constant harangue against the world. And it was people like me that were responsible. There was no way to distract him. There was no question I could ask about what he believed or the information he cited that would not ramp up his anger. That just proved I was on their side. And who was I? Just another uppity know-it-all. A few weeks ago on Facebook, he posted a cell phone video he took of an altercation he had on the road with a nameless woman he didn't know, who did something which brought on his rage. He posted it to show what they were like. And they both traded in page 245 in our book, because the standard one that we know for Mishaberech is not on the bottom of that page, but it is on page 245. And so before we do our Mishaberech, if there are any ones that are thinking of people that need healing, and by the way, you know, healing doesn't just mean of physical ailments, okay? We often think of it as physical ailments, but so often we have, let's call them psychological or spiritual or occupational, problems in our lives that are causing us as much grief sometimes, or for our loved ones, as if they were a physical pain. And sometimes they go back and forth, right? Somebody has a problem in their life and suddenly their back is suddenly thrown out of. Let us now turn back to page 74, for Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu, strong was the faith of generations before us in exile. They proclaimed enduring hope in the shadow of persecution. They affirmed a transcendent love and compassion of age, less confident and certain, more tentative in its trust. There are many who say to the work of their hands, "You are our gods." But when our worship centers on our own creations, we feel less gratitude, more doubt, and despair. This is the paradox of our spiritual lives. We grow smaller in self-exaltation, nobler when we reach for you. On this night of return, let us find the humility to come close to you and open ourselves to your presence. For you only when we fail to make room for you in our hearts. Distant only when we turn away from you. Now, as others have done before us, let us overcome doubt and speak these words of affirmation. We call you Avinu, as a loving parent. Forgive our wrongs and failings. Accept us in our human frailty. We call you Malkeinu. As sovereign of our souls, help us rise from our brokenness to build a world of Shalom. To this vision, we offer ourselves anew. And now on page 76, let us rise as the ark is moving. And I will sing a sentence, and please read together in the English after I finish this sentence. Erev me'aleinu.
Malkeinu, of sickness, violence, and hunger.
Avinu Malkeinu, kalei kol tsar, u'ma'astir me'aleinu.
Avinu Malkeinu, halt the reign of those who cause pain and terror.
Avinu Malkeinu, kadvenu b'sefer, hayim tovim.
Avinu Malkeinu, enter our names with those lives beloved.
Avinu Malkeinu, kadesh aleinu, shana tova.
Avinu Malkeinu, renew for us a year of good.
Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu. V'heivanu ba'asim. Mekadesh HaShabbat Yisrael B'yom HaZikaron. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'hiyanu v'kimanu v'hiyanu b'zman hazeh. And now on the bottom of page 81, Harriet.
Rabbi candle is about to go out. Why are you still working? The shoemaker replied, as long as the candle is burning, it is still possible to mend. For weeks afterward, Rabbi Salanter was heard repeating the shoemaker's words to himself. As long as the candle is burning, it's still possible to mend. As long as the candle burns, as
V'nehemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom ahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad u'shemo
Page 90 for the Mourner's Kaddish. The names on our Yortzeit list for this week: Dr. Andrew Gutterman, Isaac Honig, Sarah Levin, Ignaz Marcus, Leah Steinhardt, Norma F. Tapper. Sorry to announce that Dorothy Hizik died this morning. Are there any other recent deaths or Yortzeits to mark at this time? Hearing none, let us join together on page 90, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal, Yitkadash, Shmei Rabbah, Yalma Divarach Yiruteh, Yamlik Malchuteh, V'chayehon U'yomehon, V'chaye Dehol Beit Yisrael, Bagalav V'zman Kariv Imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Leolam Olomei Omaya. Yitbarak V'yishtabak, V'yitwar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shmei Kedusha, Urihu, Le'elam, Mikol, Birkata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechemata, Damiram Be'oma, V'imru Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabbah bin Shemaiah, V'hayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Yimlo Torah, Ve'hu Hayam, Ve'hu Ovel, Ve'hu Yeh Etiv Ara. And now on page 95, Ein Kelohim. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Adonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemosheinu, Mi Eloheinu, Mi Adonenu, Mi Kemalkeinu, Mi Kemosheinu. Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Malkeinu, Nodel Mosheinu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Mosheinu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu.
A year of young and old reaching out to one another, a year of Zion aglow with light for us and all the world.
Our God and God of the generations before us, grant us a year of gratitude to you for the most profound of blessings, your gifts of life. And now on top of page 99, Yehi Ratzon Ofanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu v'Imotenu She'hadesh Aleinu Shana Tova Umtuka. Let's read together.
Our ancestors, eternal God of all generations, may your new year renew our spirits and renew our strength. May it be a good year. May it be a sweet year.
Le'shana Tova Tikatevu Leshana Tova Tikatevu Vetekatemu. May you be inscribed and sealed for a good year. And let us all say,
Amen.
Can we say that again?
Amen.
Finally. Let's see, there's so many people to thank. And first I'd like to thank John and Tom. Tom, there, are you still here, Tom?
Yep.
Yes. These guys, you know, I cannot say enough good things. They have persevered with all of the mess that we have. And really, thank you so much. Okay, both of you. Okay, and Linda, thank you so much for the many rehearsals and for playing tonight. And Andrea, I believe that there's food that you're going to be guiding. Oh, Andrea's already gone. Okay, she's back there somewhere.
She had to get things out of the fridge.
Right, and let's see, Carl, I believe you are the flower bearer, right? Is that right? Okay. So thank you all for coming tonight. You know, people always say around here things like, you know, why bother? It's dying. All of those nice positive things. Okay? But basically, every year that Jews have, you know, have always lived, there's always been, and you know, it's amazing. Judaism keeps going. Despite all the whining and doubting, okay? Because it's that wonderful thing. You know, Am Yisrael Chai, the nation of Israel lives. And you're proof positive by being here tonight. And also those people who have joined us here on YouTube, right? I keep thinking it's Zoom, but it's YouTube tonight.